Welcome to the channel. It's me, Vandal. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have a good Valentine's Day. And make sure you buy your significant other or someone you care about something nice today. But enough of me yapping. Let's get to the videos.
Friends saw this while flying over Nevada. Can anybody explain what this is?
Okay, so it says portal opens in public, right? And just watch this, bro. Just watch this. Look at this. And look at everybody run away. Look at, no wonder no one was filming anything. Look at this. Wait, this guy's filming? Or is he on the phone? He looks like he's on the phone. No wonder no one took footage of it. It looks like the fucking sun entered the mall.
I want to believe that situation is true, but that literally like a Doctor Strange portal from the MCU.
Sad predsa len prišli mimozemšťania na SMPčku.
Nie, slnko zväčšilo sa o...
Pozrite sa na to. O polnoci.
Nie, slnko len zväčšilo sa opieva. Pozri nás. Nie, to je meteorit.
Yeah, it literally like a giant like snake or serpent.
Kayaknya ya. No manches, no lo grabé.
Do you think we're gonna start seeing more and more giants? I've been seeing more of the videos popping up on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, I mean TikTok lately.
Here we go again. There we go again. Here we go.
Could this be a sign? Because it's like my third time seeing this year.
Repérer des traces de l'individu en question dans les bois et comment sur la forêt on a repéré des traces de l'individu en question dans les bois et comment sur la forêt on a...
What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to wear them.
Don't touch. It's okay. Don't touch. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna assume that's AI, but you know the scary thing about that is 6 months from a year from now it's gonna be really hard to tell. It's like the smoothing kind of gives it away.
Hey, can anyone tell me what this is? There's like a glowing streak in the sky, and it's weird because if you look, the moon's on this side, right up there. I don't know if you can see it. What the hell is this?
While walking home at 3 a.m., someone caught this ghoulish figure on a swing set in a park. How is it swinging all the way around like that? What do you think it is?
All I know, if I saw it, I'm going the other way.
You might not like this too much. This mask is soft and pliable when applied, but after about 10 minutes, it is completely rock hard solid plastic that is then screwed into the bed. This is done so there's absolutely no movement in the head. Zero movement is critical here. This mask is used in radiation oncology for patients with cancer. They're about to get radiation. You do not want the head to move and then have a beam of radiation hit a critical area instead of the cancer. It would not be good.
Please can someone help explain how on this flight the moon is below the horizon by quite some way? Moon horizon.
Come on now, that can't actually be the moon. That gotta be something else. The moon wouldn't be that low.
What time is it?
Sir, 1:30.
How you know? Okay, take close.
Yeah.
Zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. That's back from high school algebra. But let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. But there we see an increase of about 1.3.
I figured out why Bill Gates is buying up all this farmland and what it means for you if you're a farmer or rancher. Reverend Wild Ranch sent me an article on Instagram about Microsoft buying carbon credits from this cattle company in Australia, and I realized, well, obviously he would much rather sell carbon credits to himself rather than paying some people he doesn't know in Australia. So that's why over the last few years he has become the largest farmland owner in the United States, because he knows that carbon credits are definitely going to be a huge part of the farm economy, enough for him to become the largest landowner. So if you are a farmer or rancher and you are not planning to become a carbon sequestration engineer as one of the primary facets of your farm or ranch income, you are going to get left behind in this industry. Because over the next 50, 100 years, the biggest part of farm income is going to come from carbon, biodiversity, water banking, and native species preservation, what they call co-benefits.
And when you look at who owns the most farmland in the US, it's not the government, it's Bill Gates, a tech billionaire. It's the same guy who pushes lab-grown meat, synthetic food, and these sustainable diets. Now controls the most farmland in the country. We already know what his goals are. He literally just submitted it in the videos we just watched. A man obsessed with depopulation and now is controlling the food supply. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to see why that's a problem.
This lady in Congress apparently was suing Starbucks because they weren't listing the ingredients on their drinks.
Oh gosh.
And the pumpkin spice latte had the active ingredient of ammonia in it.
Oh!
Why? They use it for food coloring.
No
To make it orange. Yeah, so...
There's gotta be a better way.
In Europe, they list the ingredients and they use, I believe, carrot or beets or something. It's like a natural food coloring. But the US Starbucks was using an ingredient that included ammonia in the pumpkin spice lattes to make them orange looking.
What are we doing? Why?
Well, I wonder why everyone's dying of cancer. Because we're drinking ammonia.
Yeah, and that's on purpose. That has to be on purpose.
Yeah, because it's the cheaper option.
And there's no way they just cut it out. It's the middle of fall. You know how many millions of gallons they have of that stuff, probably?
Oh my gosh.
I got pumpkin spice latte.
Funny story, I actually used to work at Starbucks, and that pumpkin spice is a big deal. We used to have gallons of it left over the fall, and people would still request it because they just wanted that bad. But that's not the point of the story. I used to be a supervisor there over a decade ago, and even back then, Starbucks was getting caught putting weird stuff in that food and drinks. They used to have this drink, I don't know if they still have it now, strawberries and banana smoothie with protein in it, and they got in trouble for it because the strawberry juice had like insects in it or something, and the whole reason for that was for the food coloring. I guess somehow putting insects is cheaper than actually just using food coloring. So it's just really weird. I always thought Starbucks is insanely overpriced anyway. People are out here paying $7 for a cup of sugar, caffeine, and milk. So the real question is, what else are they putting in these drinks? Because if a company has a history of sneaking bugs, ammonia, and what else they putting in their food and drinks, what else are they doing?
You just walk out backwards. I will keep a look around. That's so creepy.
Alright. See, do you hear that? Alright, something is in the small, guys, and I don't know what it is.
Creepy, man. It's freaking creepy. I don't know. Dude, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Freaking serious, man? What the? Okay. I'm done. No.
I had a ball like it just manifested there.
friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's a birthday party. I'm not lying, but...
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
Alright. Sit tight, sir. I'll be right back. Your registration is What the? Sarah? What the?
Wrap up. I'd like to ask that we all stand for one last song.
Hey, we'll stop right up here.
All right, sounds good. Whoa! Jeremy? Jeremy! Jeremy! Jeremy!
Somebody watches too much of Stranger Things. This is exactly what this reminds me of.
Get y'all ass in here and sit down. Now, what we got here is two little creatures that was caught on somebody's security cam walking through somebody's driveway. But they up to something. Look at them, shorter than the goddamn tires. And then one of them is getting ready to shoot some sort of light into the sky. See what he did? Now, I think it's some sort of a flare to either call backup in or to let wherever they came from know that they're done doing what they're doing. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating. But what are these things, y'all? They're shorter than the fucking tires. These are not kids. Are they gnomes? Are they duendes? I mean, are they elves? What are they? And what is he shooting in the goddamn sky? I don't know. Somebody tell me what they think. Get your ass out of here.
Could you imagine on your way to work like 5 o'clock in the morning and you see that outside? What would you do? Would you just run away, or would you like try to like capture footage or try to actually capture it? Because if you could capture it, probably worth a lot of money. Scientists probably would eat that up.
Take a look at this trail cam footage. Honestly, it's weird. I can't tell if this is a ghost or if this is something else, something in and out of our dimension. But whatever it is, the deer, the does, see it and actually look up as this thing passes by. Take a look at it and tell me what you think.
Like, freaking out. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What happened? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I don't know. I have no clue what's happening. There's people screaming.
It's ridiculous.
Sorry about that. I guess people like disappeared or something. The cops just showed up. This doesn't even feel real. I have no idea what's going on right now. Everyone's freaking out. I'm freaking out.
I know it sounds insane. I'm not kidding you guys. People vanished. I don't know what else to say. I know it sounds crazy. I've been dying to review the food here since it opened, and I'm finally here. I'm so excited. So far, as you can probably see, the atmosphere is super fun. Yeah, see? Happy birthday.
What's scary is one day that actually could happen.
जा रहे हैं हम बॉडी की तरफ। ये कौन बंदा है? ये पता नहीं कौन सा बंदा। तो अभी हम जाएंगे तो बॉडी की साइड आ रहा हूँ। अभी तो पीछे ना बंदा। पता नहीं भाई क्या पता धोखा होगा। पता?
Yeah, that's really creepy.
I'm recording this with a phone. I'm here with my family on a vacation. Not on a vacation. I'm just here because of my graduation. I just graduated and I'm seeing a fucking fairy in real life.
What exactly is this thing? In this unsettling video filmed somewhere in Brazil, a man heard strange noises coming from outside his house late one night. Curious and concerned, he got up and opened his window to take a look. What he saw sent chills down his spine. In the dark, a creature resembling a wolf-like animal was lurking behind the garden furniture, but it wasn't moving on four legs like a normal animal. Upon closer inspection, the creature appeared to be standing upright, much like the werewolf described in legends. Could this really be a werewolf, or is it a skinwalker or some other creature we don't know about?
Maybe the person that passed on moved a flower? Some people believe that that's how the pyramids were made, or some of the other ancient monuments, whatever you want to call them. Part of me think that could be true, but then it's like, if what we know of it is like, there's no way we can use sound or magnets or anything to lift anything that heavy. I really do think it was just a bunch of people. But the thing that don't make sense to me is that how did they move the limestone and all whatever materials they used from hundreds of miles away to whatever they built the pyramids at? Because that's the part that don't make sense. People try to say they put it on planks or whatever, but them stones were tons, like 10, 20 tons. That don't make sense to me. So the whole pyramid, and even I think it's a temple of Jupiter, I think, those stones make zero sense. How do a man make something like that? I don't think we ever understand. There's also another one, I think, in India, the one that's like made inside of the mountain itself. I don't understand how humans even now will be able to make that.
In 2024, an extraordinary sight unfolded in the early morning hours. A large, pyramid-shaped UFO was spotted hovering silently beside a towering office building in the bustling downtown area as the city stirred awake. Early risers caught glimpses of this perfectly geometric craft suspended against the soft glow of dawn. Its calm, deliberate movement left witnesses in awe, sparking heated debates. Was this an advanced technological device, a covert military experiment, or something truly otherworldly? Fast rewind to 2011 at the Hebei Luanan power plant in China, where another eerie encounter took place. There, a similar pyramid-shaped object was seen floating around the facility. However, this sighting carried an extra layer of mystery. A smaller orb was captured, circling the larger craft in a continuous, almost ritualistic dance. The interplay between the two shapes, the dominant pyramid and its persistent, orbiting companion, captivated local observers and fueled speculation about the nature of these unexplained phenomena. These two encounters, separated by time yet united by their striking pyramid form, invite us to ponder the possibility of a global phenomenon that transcends borders and defies easy explanation. What do these meticulously shaped crafts signify? Could they be remnants of advanced technology, part of undisclosed experiments, or perhaps messengers from realms beyond our conventional understanding?
Or AI videos. That's what I think.
I know everybody's seen this commercial during the NFL Super Bowl of Tom Brady looking lethargic, looking drained. But what if I tell y'all this wasn't just a ad? This is something deeper, and we finna dive right into it. So you got Tom Brady, the NFL GOAT, the man who defied age, logic, and the system for decades. But now in this ad, you can see him. His battery is depleted. So y'all can see his battery is low. So they saying he's drained. It's right there in the front. But this is just not an ad, y'all. It's a signal. I feel like this is more than just a commercial, y'all. What if this was a coded message for energy harvesting? Think about it for a second how Tom Brady was in the NFL. They portrayed him as a man who never slowed down, really. They talked like this man was a machine when he was on a field. But now, his power is low. So who drained him? What drained him? Come on, y'all. We've seen this before. The idea that elite figures are used for energy sources. They do it like this. They build them up, they turn them into icons, and then they extract their essence for something bigger, darker. They build them up, and the NFL fed off his greatness. This man won 7 rings, and the NFL won billions of dollars in revenue off of him. So now that he's retired, he's out the system. They no longer have any use for him. He's useless. So what do? They drain him of his energy. As y'all can see, his battery is low. So Fox Sports, they broadcasted this. And they are owned by powerful global entities that shape the narrative. The same ones who control what we see, what we hear, and what we believe. Y'all gotta think about the timing. We got the Super Bowl halftime. The biggest collective energy event of the year. Millions of people tuned in, eyes glued to the screen. They are focused and engaged. And guess what? They were feeding the system. Like I said, I don't believe that shit was an ad. What if that was like a realistic messaging of some sort? This was like a public display of energy depletion. And they just showing they don't care how much of a star you was. They gonna use you and they gonna discard you when the time is right, when they don't need you anymore. So now you think about it. Tom Brady, the NFL legend, the GOAT. As you can see, his battery is drained. What happens when it's all gone? Y'all think about that for a second. And if they doing it to Tom Brady, you know they don't give a fuck about us. But TikTok, this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. This is just a story.
I think his time is up. I think that's what that symbolized.